To the President of the German Ice Hockey Federation and the President of the hosting of 2017 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. Bitte begrüßen Sie den Präsidenten des Deutschen Eishockeybundes und den Präsidenten des WM-Organisationskomitees, Franz Rein.
Guten Abend, meine sehr geehrten Damen und Herren. Herzlich willkommen in Köln. Es ist großartig, dass Köln wieder Gastgeberin der IIHF Eishockey-Weltmeisterschaft 2017 sein darf. Vielen Dank. Ich wünsche allen viel Erfolg beim Turnier und ich wünsche Ihnen eine wunderbare Zeit in Köln.
Dankeschön, Köln. Köln Allah. Dankeschön, Deutschland. Merci Paris, merci la France. On behalf of the International Ice Hockey Federation, I declare the 2007.
Wir wollen vermeiden, dass ein Team nach da ist und das andere nach da und deshalb haben
The game officials for this game have been licensed and assigned by the International Ice Hockey Federation. Das Schiedsrichtergespann wurde vom Internationalen Eishockey-Weltverband lizenziert und für dieses Spiel bestimmt. The referees of this game are, die Hauptschiedsrichter dieses Spiels sind Olivier Gouin and Josef Kubus. The linesmen are, die Linienrichter sind Hannu Sormunen und Libor Suchan. In Goal, im Tor, Number 1, Nummer 1, Thomas Reis. On defense, in der Verteidigung, Number 24.
Welcome back to Cologne, Germany. Game 2 of this 2017 World Championship. The host, Germany, about to take on the United States. And as expected, Shane Knighty, this building is jumping.
There will be a lot of singing and stomping, and with Jeff Blashill and his team, a young team here for the United States, see how they handle this environment. As for Marco Sturm and his German team, how they can handle the hometown crowd, because there is a lot of energy in this building.
Now, none of the U.S. players were here the last time Germany hosted back in 2010, but that opening game was played outdoors at a soccer stadium, and the building was full with 77,800 people, and Germany ended up winning that hockey game by a score of 2-1. Last year, Germany ended up beating the United States by a score of 3-2 as we look at some of the German players who will have to handle the nervousness of being the host country.
Well, and that's about controlling those emotions, being the home team. You're excited, anxious, energy, and it's how you handle it the right way. And for the U.S., though, this is a young team. They're going to be excited, going through a lot of those same things here. As we look at Jacob Trouba, the Winnipeg Jet, who will be starting off on defense here. His partner, Noah Hannafin, for this game. And the fans are into it. We'll see how the players react. The last game, quick start between Russia and Sweden, very fast pace in that first 20 minutes of play.
Here's a look at Noah Hannafin as Team USA gets set to take on Germany, and Jimmy Howard, the veteran of this young group, will get the start in goal for Team USA, 33 years of age, and Thomas Greiss. He was so good last year for Germany at this championship, and he will start for them tonight.
And they're going to need him to come up with some big saves. And mentioned they beat them last year, and a big reason was for the way Greiss played in net for Germany.
And this one is underway as Jack Eichel starts at center ice for Team USA. Hannafin swings it around for Anders Lee. Lee gets jammed up on the boards by Brooks Masek. And Eichel's on the loose puck. Nice outlet pass for Trouba, and Trouba sends it through for Johnny Gaudreau. Big save by Greiss, scramble in front of the net, and it gets cleared away.
Great puck movement by the U.S. Quick play, and Johnny Gaudreau, we mentioned Greiss is going to need to make saves. There's one right to begin the game.
Jeff Blashill told us yesterday we're going to have to fight for inside ice and be quick through the neutral zone, and boy, did we see it there. Trouba back in his own zone, gets pressured along the boards, up for Eichel. Eichel's pass was stopped by Alberthauser, and you can hear the German fans in the background. Get used to it, because that is going to be the case all night. Alberthauser to the front of the net, that shot got blocked. Trying to clear it was Bukestad, could not, came to the front of the net. Jimmy Howard is going to slow this down as we look at Johnny Gaudreau.
Oh, what a play. Great feed up the middle from Trouba to Gaudreau. He tries to go backhand, forehand, and Greiss goes down, gets that right leg against the post as Gaudreau runs out of room. That is a fantastic save by Thomas Greiss.
Players talked yesterday about two things. Number one, we can feed off the energy. This is the U.S. players. We can feed off the energy in this building as well. And secondly, was we can also work to quiet the crowd, but that's going to be a challenge to quiet this crowd tonight. Dylan Larkin plays this ahead. U.S. regroups. Pass through the middle for Brock Nelson. Nelson hits the line. That's as far as he gets. And offside is called against Team USA.
You'll notice behind right now the U.S. net, Jimmy Howard. It is standing room. They all just stand and chant and cheer. The drums are going. It's just a fantastic atmosphere. Well, Marco Sturm talked about it. We spoke with him. He said the building is just going to be jumping.
Back into the German zone it goes. Holder gets it back in behind the net, and he'll regroup. Frank Hordler, left wing pass, and this misses everyone, and this is going to be an icing call as Philip Gogula couldn't handle that pass on the left side.
Gogula just trying to get open, and sometimes it's these early minutes in the game, the beginning of the first five. So look at Marco Sturm, second year behind the bench here for the German team.
Your old teammate?
Old teammate in Boston.
I don't mean old,
No,
former.
well,
Let's go former.
He had a long 938 NHL games for Marco Sturm, and the most goals by a German-born player in the National Hockey League with 242.
Van Riemsdyk plays it for Charlie McAvoy. What a year it was for Charlie McAvoy. U.S. carries right back in the slot. It goes, shot, that's off the goalpost. Quick release from Nick Schmaltz, and then it comes right back through the blue paint. Clayton Keller trying to send that pass down low. It got picked off. And back up the ice for Mueller. Mueller sends it to the right side, sent in by Yannick Seidenberg, brother of Dennis Seidenberg. Schmaltz, big hit as McAvoy got run into the sideboards. McAvoy passed up the middle, no one home, and right back in for King. Puts on the brakes inside the line. The puck is off a leg, and JT Compher plays this out through center ice. Sent deep by Andrew Kopp. Compher goes in after it. Kopp tried to glove that down, could not. It's the University of Michigan connection there. And the U.S. on the attack. Good battle in the corner with Big Greenway. Back at the left point, slap shot off a leg, and that didn't miss by much as Hanifin let that one fly. Shot from the line, that's kicked away by Grice as Trouba got that through some traffic. And then it gets chopped down the wall by Kink, and Trouba will go back.
Germany's going to have the challenge of handling a young team from the U.S., but a very fast team.
There's that speed. Gaudreau dropped it back into the high slot, no one there. Odd man rush, Albert Hauser. Albert Hauser tees it up with a save made by Jimmy Howard. Well outside the paint to cut down the angle and makes a good save. Gaudreau tries it again, sends it left side, and the U.S. will Eichel. Eichel takes that pass from Lee. The shot, Gaudreau sends us back to the line. Through some traffic by Connor Murphy, and that got stopped. Kruger for Germany, tried to play it up the boards, blocked by Eichel. Gaudreau is after it, all the way down to the front of the net was Connor Murphy. Gaudreau, Lee, tip pass now for Eichel. Eichel plays it back for Gaudreau. Gaudreau looking for an open man, has Eichel on the near side. Back for Gaudreau and right back for Eichel, and he mishandled it.
Jeff Blashill has to be happy with the way his team's moving the puck. He said yesterday's practice, there's some signs maybe of travel, but a lot more sharp here so far early in this game.
He barked a number of times yesterday, guys, play faster, and then when we talked to him after the practice, you're right, it just did look like one of those days where the time change and all the traveling they have done to get here kind of caught up with them. But they've got some jump tonight. Howard leaves for Trouba. He'll feed this for Dylan Larkin. Larkin forced wide by Royale. Ground for Big Bukestad, but he'll let it go to Trouba. Trouba finds Larkin. Larkin looking for some open ice, or rather, Brock Nelson plays this back at the line. Nelson gets that return pass, tried to get it to Larkin, could not. Nelson tees it up, lets it go, and Thomas Grice may have got a piece of that from his Islander teammate. Trouba, cross ice wrist shot by Hanifin, that got stopped. Germany controls now, they'll slow it down. Hordler works it to the red line and works it in. Looked like Klachter was offside. Slap shot up high on Jimmy Howard, and Howard is going to hang on to it.
So U.S. has had some chances off transition. Schmaltz, quick shot, and he catches the iron as he beats Grice. One of the numerous chances. The puck was bouncing around. Nobody could get a handle on it. You can see all the Germans, 4 players in around that blue paint trying to get the puck out of harm's way. So there's a look at Nick Schmaltz, 61 games with the Chicago Blackhawks last year.
Germany probably fortunate that didn't go off of Thomas Grice and in. Mueller lets the shot go. All sorts of traffic in front. Yannick Seidenberg tried to stuff it. Bounces back at the line, but good hustle by Mueller to hold it in. And finally gets knocked away by Christian Dvorak. Van Riemsdyk sends it ahead for Clayton Keller. He'll drop it back for Charlie McAvoy. Back for Keller. Keller looking high, short side, missed the net. And it caroms all the way around to the line. Dvorak trying to hold it in, does. Schmaltz, Keller, and it will be Dvorak that'll give chase. Dvorak trying to tie up Seidenberg. Dennis Seidenberg comes back at the line. Schmaltz in the high slot, tees it up, that's off a leg. Connor Murphy in from the line, controls, bounces around. Finally on the stick of Schmaltz. Gets it back for Keller and back for Schmaltz, trying to fight off the checking of Kink. Schmaltz centers! What a chance, and that went over top the net. Point blank range. for Clayton Keller. And Goudreau carries in, and this is going to be offside against Team USA. Scoreless here in the first.
No score. The U.S. has had their opportunities. The last one, Clayton Keller, the youngest player in the tournament at 18. The Arizona picked 7th overall in 2016. Had a great chance from the slot, but he put it high. That's just part of the youth that the United States have on their team. Average age 22.6. That has gone down. They were old last year at an average age of 23 even.
Germany out shooting United States 6-5 at this point. Here's that play that you were talking about.
Nice.
Great setup.
Great play by Schmaltz behind the net. And Keller just gets a little too much underneath that and sends it over top of the net.
Terrific offensive talent, young Clayton Keller. Bjugstad wins the drop. This gets sent in by the U.S. Comes back out and Brock Nelson breaks it up. Nelson sends it cross ice, return pass. Dylan Larkin trying to pick it up cleanly. After it is Brickley. Bjugstad, Dylan Larkin. Larkin getting pressured there by Moritz Mueller. And it makes its way to the near side, gets sent out, picked off. Jacob Trouba holding the line, and Tobias Reeder turned it over, and Jacob Trouba with the opportunity.
Oh, aggressive pinch by Trouba, and he reads it right as Tobias Reeder trying to clear this puck out of the zone. Gives it right to Trouba, pinches down, gets the quick shot on Bryce, who makes another save for Germany.
Canada has scored first against the Czech Republic, up 1-0. Look at Danny DeKeyser. Great history between Danny DeKeyser and Coach Blashill. They go all the way back to college, then to Grand Rapids, and now with the Red Wings. Connor Murphy trying to hold it in. Connor Murphy goes shoulder to shoulder there with Patrick Hagar. DeKeyser chased back into his own zone. Elise in on the forecheck for Germany, but carried up the right side by Jack Eichel. Eichel sends it in. Johnny Gaudreau is first on it, plays it back at the line. Chopping it down is Connor Murphy. Murphy out there now with Noah Hannafin. Cleared back, or rather Danny DeKeyser. DeKeyser goes after it, sends it all the way around the boards. And this will make its way out at center ice and snapped right back in by Hordler, who then took a bump from Jack Eichel. DeKeyser parks in behind his own net. U.S. completes the line change. Cross ice feed is dropping it there was Dvorak in for Keller. Keller looking for Schmaltz. Schmaltz turns, finds a little bit of room. Tried to get it back down for Christian Dvorak. Comes to the near side. Schmaltz goes after it. Hordler gets there first, and he'll send it ahead to Gogula. His long lead pass, and that got deflected off the stick. And Patrick Hagar will give chase. Hagar in the corner being watched by Van Riemsdyk. Hagar, who opened the scoring 2 minutes and 19 seconds into the game last year between these two teams. And then Corbinian Holzer got the winner late in the third period in a 3-2 win. Andrew Kopp trying to hold that in the German zone while the U.S. completes its line change. JT Compher in there, but it's snapped off the boards, and Jacob Trouba sends it back up for Compher. He'll feed it through. Kopp goes in after it. Kopp got tied up. Compher the shot with traffic in front. Big Greenway was parked right in front of Thomas Greiss. Back at the line for Comfort, or for Trouba. Trouba sends it across to Hannafin. And Hannafin the shot, and that gets grabbed at elbow.
You mentioned it, Greenway, a big body. Jonathan Greenway, 6'5", 229 pounds. And he has a lot to handle in front of the net. A good battle with Mueller. It's Greenway battling in front. Boston University in his second year, just completed. Minnesota draft pick. A lot of the hard work down in front of that tough area. See the battle that ensued, but we saw. We were down there yesterday, and boy, look at the size of some of these young players now. They're already filled out at a strong young age.
And I'm glad you're up here, not down there.
Yeah, very much. When I'm standing next to guys like that, I realize it feels small.
Daniel Brickley plays this through center ice. Mueller will regroup. Seidenberg sends it in deep. DeKaiser takes his man to the backboards. DeKaiser trying to stuff it ahead for his Detroit teammate Dylan Larkin. And Larkin is on it. Larkin gets pressured quickly, takes the hit, dishes it off. Brickley plays it for Brock Nelson. Nelson stopped at the line as he tried to feed that through for Anders Bjork. Jimmy Howard knocked that down. Poke check there. Germany now to the attack. Cahoon plays it all the way around. Masick lets it go for Tobias Reeder. Reeder plays it, and Jack Eichel's on the loose puck. Eichel gets pressured in the corner by Kruger. Kruger trying to come up with it. Eichel stays with him. Cahoon is on the loose puck. Cahoon comes rink wide. Albertshauser couldn't get a stick on it. And the U.S. will regroup. Brickley for Brock Nelson. He'll just let this go into the neutral zone. Race for the loose puck. Sharp angle. Jimmy Howard is down. It's loose in front. Score! Tobias Reeder dashes in for Germany. And Germany with the 1-0 lead.
Well, this whole play starts with Reimer, who gets in on the forecheck. And he just puts it to the net from a bad angle. Pucks to the net, players to the net as Reeder drives and able to pick up the rebound. But here's Reimer in on the forecheck who does the work. Shot to the net. And Tobias Reeder left all alone as he corrals that rebound and beats Jimmy Howard. And Germany opens up the scoring. Well, thought the crowd was loud earlier. Are loud now is Jimmy Howard. Right now there's a pause. I'm not sure if they're taking a look at this.
Anders Lee just couldn't get a hold of it cleanly. What the delay is, I'm not sure.
Bryce Reeder, the Arizona Coyotes. 80 games last year, the Coyotes, 16 goals, 34 points. He has his team up 1-0.
Fourth world championship for Tobias Reeder, the former Edmonton draft pick. Charlie McAvoy. And this will be whistled down in the neutral zone, offside.
It's up to the United States now to react the right way. Mentioned earlier, the U.S. would like to come out and try and quiet down this crowd.
We had a look at Yassine Elise for Germany. Blocker save there by Howard. And he very much has Turkish roots, but is a German citizen. And the crowd gets going again here at Langness Arena in Cologne, Germany. Royale being pressured there by Schmaltz, gets it out to center ice. U.S. had some chances. Keller had a great chance. Schmaltz hit the post. Germany gets the opening goal of the game. McAvoy finishing up in a playoff run with the Boston Bruins. Comfer. Andrew Kopp waiting for it to come out of the corner. It doesn't as they jam it up. JT Comfort trying to work it loose. Greenway does come up with it, takes a look, sends it back for Andrew Kopp. Kopp will drop it back. Comfort trying to find the right point for Connor Murphy, and that gets deflected away. Murphy back for it, the U.S. regroups. Carried wide by Bukestad, takes it to the net, and Thomas Grice makes the save. Bukestad using that 6'6" frame to drive it to the net. Elise couldn't get anywhere.
You have to go back to Grice in those early saves in this game. Give his team a little bit of a feeling of calm.
Albertshauser, he has Plachta heading to the front of the net, penalty coming to USA. And Germany will get the game's first power play. 1-0, Germany.
USA number 8, minor penalty for slashing.
Nick Bukestad, 2 Minuten wegen Stockstops. Die Zeit 12:59.
Germany's going to the first power play of this game as Jacob Truba heads to the penalty box, 2 minutes for slashing. Germany able to take advantage of a loose puck in the neutral zone as Albertshauser drove it to the net. Truba slashed the stick out of Plachta's hand on the drive to the net. So first power play for Germany.
Germany's power play, 7 goals on 28 chances as Andrew Kopp will come out and take this face-off. 25% for Germany last year on the power play, and the U.S. 80.9% on the penalty kill, but shorthanded 42 times most in the tournament. Coach Blashill talked yesterday about they would have to be disciplined and try and play this game 5-on-5, but first penalty of the game does go to Jacob Truba. Back at the point, Reimer trying to send it to the side of the net, does, and that got tipped away. Cahoon trying to track it down on the far side, and Cahoon could not hold it in against the defensive checking of JT Comfort. Reimer drops, Cahoon will carry it in. Cahoon stopped at the line, and Comfort trying to break away. Hordler forces him to the outside. Grice is going to jam this away, and it gets played all the way around the boards as Trevor Van Riemsdyk jumped all the way in. Dylan Larkin up on the penalty kill now.
Germany not able to get much going, good speed by Larkin in on the forecheck, forced them back a couple times.
Schutz just does get it inside the U.S. line. It didn't get deep though, and an easy clear for Team USA. Dennis Seidenberg, 35 years of age, will send this in, and that's going to result in a stoppage.
A little bit close, that got deflected into the U.S. bench, and coaches had to go for coverage. Let's look at Jack Capuano, one of the assistant coaches for the U.S. Him and Jeff Blashill have a conversation.
Hordler and Murphy lead their respective teams in ice time so far in this game. Danny DeKaiser off the glass, and Gugula for Felix Schutz. Schutz tried to play it back for Seidenberg. That almost got away from him. Good job by Seidenberg to make sure that didn't get by him. Here comes Schutz. Plachta with the shot, and a left shoulder save by Jimmy Howard. And we've seen Germany go to the net hard here in the opening period.
Well, and they're throwing everything at the net and driving. It's Andrew Kopp trying to get along the wall. Schutz is going to take this away as they go down the other way. Mentioned just a quick play to the outside. Plachta gets this to the net, and they have players driving. We go back to that first goal Germany was able to score off the stick of Tobias Rieder, and it's just a play from the corner, puck to the net, rebound. Part of the plan here for Germany.
Last gold for USA came all the way back in 1960 as part of the Olympics. Bronze in 2015 in the Czech Republic, and bronze in 2013 when it was shared between Finland and Sweden as the host countries. Albert Hauser tried to drop it deep, got picked off and cleared right back out at center. Albert Hauser will do it again. Tipped away by Johnny Gaudreau. Brock Nelson trying to break away, and Hill does. 1-0 in favor of Germany. Good move by Gaudreau. Tried to slip it through the legs of Thomas Greiss. Johnny Gaudreau has had a couple of great chances of breakaway very early in this game, and now one-on-one with Greiss again.
So creative and quick in those plays.
Gaudreau tried to play it back for Dylan Larkin, and this gets deflected down the ice. McAvoy will leave it for Eichel. Eichel winds his way, plays it deep, got a little bit of a bump, and Big Royale on it for Germany, tried to clear, gets it back, and out through center. Tiffels plays it for Reimer. Reimer drops it back, shot from the slot, save made by Howard. And Reimer there trying to find a loose puck, but it was in between the pads of Howard.
Oh, good save by Howard, a little deflection in front, but at the other end, how about a little spin play here by Johnny Gaudreau? And Thomas Greiss for the second time in this game. Gaudreau trying to find Sermoon 5-hole. Greiss able to make the save, but Johnny Gaudreau, one of those guys you think you have him, next thing you don't, and he had room. He had the 5-hole, somehow that went out, came out the other side. Here's the play at the other end as Reimer gets a deflection in front, and a nice save by Howard as he's able to hang on.
Johnny Gaudreau led the Calgary Flames in scoring this past season. Jimmy Howard battled some injuries this year, but his numbers were good for the Red Wings. Bjugstad works it off the corner boards, has Kopp there with him. JT Compher's in front, Kopp got a whack at it. Good play down low by Cahoon to stay with Andrew Kopp. Masick sends it near side, and Mueller will send it in. Tobias Rieder, this gets gloved ahead, and Compher will just clear it out the center ice. Right back in for Cahoon. Curls up, finds an open man. Chance Howard down, a couple of whacks at it, and it gets cleared.
Great play, catching the U.S. on a bit of a slow line change, a quick up, and they get a chance in deep.
Gogula with the chances, and he just mishandled it for a split second. And that allowed Jimmy Howard to get himself back in position. Jacob Trouba sends it through. Trying to find Clayton Keller. Hanifin for Schmaltz. Just inside the line, no further. And again, a good defensive play there. Hanifin goes in after it. Keller for Dvorak. Dvorak trying to get away from Albachauser. And Albachauser comes up with it and sends it back into the Team USA zone and makes his way to the bench for the line change. Albachauser, 6'5", 225 pounds, a San Jose draft pick. Memorial Cup with Halifax. Shot, Greiss the save. Eichel on the rebound. Eichel, as this gets driven to the front of the net quickly by Gaudreau, but it got blocked. Gaudreau has it again. Drops it to the side of the net, and Lee couldn't work his way in against Hordler. Elise for Hordler, mishandled it. Sharp angle, Greiss the save off of Eichel. Jammed up along the boards and trying to clear it there as Dennis Royale doesn't get it out. Gaudreau has an open man. McAvoy in from the line with the opportunity.
Boy, this line has had their chances for the U.S.
Eichel couldn't handle it. On it is Lee. Van Riemsdyk cross ice. McAvoy's shot blocked. U.S. controlling though. Trevor Van Riemsdyk cross ice. Eichel didn't fire it. He had Greiss down. Eichel now to the net off a stick and high. Lee back. Taken by Bukestad. So the U.S. now getting a line change in against a tired German team, and they're going to catch a break as De Kaiser lost his footing. Larkin drives it back in. We're into the final minute of the opening period. Larkin rink wide, and this goes off the stick of Connor Murphy, ends up in the German bench.
Germany does a nice job. They get running around, but they collapse to the front of the net. Here's the play earlier. A quick up, Mueller all the way to the far end. Magula with a great chance off to the side once, twice, as Howard comes up with a couple of saves, and then at the other end, it's all U.S. as they're just working it around. Good chance out high. McAvoy sends that one wide as he jumps in from the point.
Big time chances at both ends of the ice. Howard sends it back up, taken by Greenway. We saw Joel Eriksson Ek, Minnesota draft pick, in our earlier game that Sweden lost in a shootout to Russia. Timmy Panarin had the winner, and now we're looking at Jordan Greenway for Team USA. There is Frederick Tiffels, who will turn 22 during this tournament.
And there's the goal scorer, Reeder for Germany as he opened up the scoring. Germany looking here to finish the last 25 seconds of this period and take a lead into the first intermission.
Controlled by Jacob Trouba. JT Compher winds his way through center. Christian Dvorak couldn't get a stick on it, bounces around, and here comes Tobias Reeder. His shot goes off Jacob Trouba. Trouba takes a quick look up at the clock and sees 8 seconds. And winding down here at Langsness Arena. And one period is in the books, and Germany on a goal by Tobias Reeder, a 1-0 lead.
Well, they get the crowd going for the United States. They had their opportunities. Johnny Gaudreau, a couple glorious chances, a couple other ones where they just sent the shot wide. Regroup, get ready for a strong second.
So some great chances at both ends of the ice, and Germany with the only goal. It's 1-0 for the home team.
First period is over. The current score: Team USA 0, Team Germany 1. Der Spielstand nach dem ersten Drittel: Team USA 0, Team Deutschland 1. Shots on goal in the first period. Die Schussstatistik, es zählen nur die Schüsse, die aufs Tor gehen. Team USA 11, Germany 15. USA 11 Schüsse, Deutschland 15 Schüsse. ladies and gentlemen, Team USA. Und hier ist das Team Deutschland.
Team USA down by a goal to start period number 2. They had their share of chances.
Well, they had their chances early, and Thomas Greiss came up with a couple of big saves for Germany. A couple of them off Johnny Gaudreau, and other chances missed the net. The U.S. had 11 shots on goal, and for Germany, you could see kind of part of their game plan, everything they could to the net. Whenever they had a chance to get a puck to the net, they did. 15 shots by Germany, and then the one by Tobias Rieder was the one that went in and gives them the 1-0 lead here after 20 minutes of play. It's Jimmy Howard, the 15 shots he saw in period number 1. It's Connor Murphy leading the way for the U.S. in ice time, 8:07. The other side, Patrick Ordler played 9:01. So a couple busy defensemen on both sides of the ice.
Quick look at Tobias Rieder. Referees, by the way, for this game tonight, Olivier Gouin out of Laval, Quebec, and Joseph Kubish. They are your referees, the linesmen, Hanna Sormanen and Libor Suchanek. The linesmen for this game between Germany and the United States. Masick chases this back into the Team USA zone. Noah Hannafin plays it up the boards, got blocked. Tobias Rieder will go after it. Deflected away in Anders Lee. Into the line to the German line. Anders Lee, the long wrist shot, steered away. Play back up the near side boards, and Germany right back to the attack. Tobias Rieder, good recovery there by Gaudreau, and then he may have got an errant stick from Tobias Rieder. Trouba stuffs this up the boards. Eichel on the attack. Eichel drops it for Lee. Anders Lee to the front of the net. Gaudreau tried to get a stick on it, cleared away. Odd man rush. Germany in across for Schutz. Quick shot, that got steered away. Tiffels with that quick release, but it got blocked. Lee back in with Gaudreau. Gaudreau trying to get deep into the German zone, could not. And sent back down the ice, and Jacob Trouba has to go after it. Trouba gets grabbed on the play, and the puck gets cleared around the boards. And now Trouba at it in behind the play with Garrett Fauser. Larkin. Around the boards for Danny DeKeyser. Back to the line, not out. DeKeyser tees it up. Good save by Greiss. And he will hang on to it.
Nick Bukestad right in front of the net. Here's that chance. Anders Lee goes off the stick of Kruger, and then Greiss able to make the blocker save the other way. Tiffels coming down that right side, 2-on-1. Quick shot by him, and another blocker save. This time it's Howard who makes it at the other end of the ice. Quick transition by Germany off that play as Noah Hannafin in on the pinch, who got caught, and then a 2-on-1 on Trouba.
Patrick Hager, by the way, who just won that face-off, the best face-off man so far in this game. He's won 5 of 6. Connor Murphy slowly out of his own zone for Connor Murphy. Return to the World Championship. Gugula couldn't get a stick on it, cleared back out at center. Murphy tried to play it up the boards, picked off, delayed offside. But Team USA will carry it out with Clayton Keller. Keller in around Thomas Greiss, gets to the front of the net, tried to get it through traffic. Schmaltz the shot, and that got blocked as Fauser got in front of it. Dvorak in for Schmaltz. He tried to get it to the front of it, and it got blocked on a second try. He does. Dvorak couldn't handle it though. McAvoy. Cross ice for Schmaltz, and a big save by Greiss as he got the blocker out. Cleared all the way around the boards, and Garrett Fauser couldn't get a stick on it. This will be an icing call.
This line had their chances in the first. Very good. A couple 21-year-olds and an 18-year-old. Great feed here. McAvoy over to Schmaltz. Quick shot. That goes off the side of the net. Hortler going down for the block. Price coming out to challenge. Schmaltz hit the post in the first period. So that young line is creating some chances.
So we got it by the blocker of Thomas Grice, but couldn't find the 6x4. Trouba puts it to the front of the net, a redirect there, and another save by Grice off Gaudreau. In the slot, Eichel, a quick shot, and he fired it wide. Trouba down for Gaudreau. Gaudreau to the side of the net. Anders Lee for Eichel. Eichel tried to get it through some traffic, and Royale blocked it. Trouba rips it from the right point, high and wide. Collision on the near side, but it's kept in at the blue line by Brickley. And now finally on the second try, Yannick Seidenberg will clear it. Bowser goes in after it, steered away from him. Sent in from a sharp angle, that sailed wide by Kink. In from the line, Dennis Seidenberg. Trouba plays this up the middle. He was getting pressured.
Eichel took a big hit from Yannick Seidenberg and very slow to go to the bench, getting some attention.
Dennis Seidenberg, by the way, is the older of the two brothers. Dennis Seidenberg goes cross ice, nice move, and then a good save. Jimmy Howard, big stop on the short side. Mueller sends it back down for Tobias Reeder, and then Mueller jumps the boards and heads to the bench on the line change. Jordan Greenway, Andrew Kopp. And it comes loose and slithers its way out to center ice. Alwitz-Hauser clears it back in. Kopp will play it back and then make his way to the middle of the ice looking for a return pass and then over to the left side. Comfer will deflect this in. Back for it, Kruger. Kruger, Elise, and his slap pass goes all the way down for an icing call.
A little bit out of reach. Look at Johnny control that line. Trouba with a play to the front, little redirect as Gaudreau reaches out and just catches the left shoulder of Thomas Grice. Here's the hit as Eichel and Seidenberg collide. Jack Eichel is on the bench. He's remained there and seems to be all right, but take a few moments.
I'm sure they've had some collisions.
Well, he had the unfortunate injury to start his year with Buffalo.
Still put up some big-time numbers for the Buffalo Sabres. Canada leads the Czech Republic 2-0. Here it is 1-0 on a goal by Tobias Reeder. Turned over at center ice and good recovery by McAvoy. Fans felt there should have been a penalty, but it was more on the far side. The Tiffles lost his footing than anything else. Dylan Larkin a shot that changed directions. Elise, he'll send this through. Schutz plays it deep and goes in after it. Felix Schutz a back pass, but no one there other than Dylan Larkin, and then Schutz got drilled into the backboards by Connor Murphy. Delayed offside against Germany. They clear the zone. And Murphy will send the long pass up for Eichel, so he is all right back out there. Eichel dropped it back. Gaudreau tried to get it back to the forehand. It got away from him. Schutz back for Germany. Drives it through for Hagar. He couldn't get anywhere. Lead pass, some room for Gaudreau, and good recovery by Moritz Mueller. But Gaudreau stays on it. Back to the forehand, back to the backhand. Drops it at the line for Hannafin, and the shot partially blocked and went wide. And it comes off the backboards. It'll be grabbed and held by Thomas Grice. So again, pressure from this line.
Still 1-0 Germany, but there's certain players that bring you out of your seat. Johnny Gaudreau is one of those players. Another good shift by him. Just a display of stick handling. And not the biggest body, but he certainly knows how to be evasive out there, so creative. And just when you think you have him, you give him a little bit of space and he can find that separation and make a play.
Laxness Arena sold out for the second time today. Sweden and Russia earlier, that game was sold out. Sweden got the early lead. Russia came back, tied it early in the third, and then Artemi Panarin of the Chicago Blackhawks with the winning goal in the shootout. Dennis Bayak, Shane Knighty here in Cologne, Germany, as the 2017 World Championship gets going. Schmaltz plays it down in behind. Seidenberg plays it for Mueller. Mueller plays it ahead. Fauser will send it the rest of the way into the USA zone. Quickly back forward to Kaiser. And cleared out at center ice and hammered right back in. Off the boards, grabbed by Masick. Brooks Masick tried to get that out to the front of the net, could not. Driven from the near point by Kruger. That got stopped in Hannafin. The long lead pass misses everyone, and they're going to wave off icing as Alberthauser goes back for it. The long lead pass finds Masick. Masick to the front of the net, and a backhand try by Reeder. Cahoon is after it, couldn't get a stick on it. Shot from the line, that went wide. Masick gets it back for Reeder. Reeder at the line. Kruger the shot off the stick of Cahoon, and it flutters into the glove of Jimmy Howard.
Germany's really stretched the ice well. It all starts, Alberthauser, long little bank pass off to Masick. He finds Reeder with that speed cutting through in the backhand, wide to the glove side. Reeder with one goal in this game, but they stretch the ice. They go from one end to the other on two passes, and Reeder a good chance here to extend their lead. Reeder originally an Edmonton Oiler draft pick back in 2011. Now an Arizona Coyote. Had 2 good years with the Coyotes.
Look at Dylan Larkin, had a terrific rookie season. Numbers dropped off a little bit this past year. Connor Murphy. He got tied up in the corner with Reimer. Healy's centers for Reimer, and that got tipped away. Out at center, Brock Nelson. Nelson sends this through for Bukestad. He got forced to the outside. And Germany back on the offensive attack. At the line again, close to being offside, but play continues, and McAvoy with Tiffels after him, and McAvoy will just get it out at center ice. Ordler gets bumped, and then a couple of German players go after Brock Nelson. Back in deep, and Andrew Kopp waits for it. Kopp centers. Karams to the line, and Murphy drilled it wide. De Keyser's after it. De Keyser away from Schutz and plays it behind the net to the front of the net. Jordan Greenway never did get to him as it went off a leg. Hager trying to stay with Greenway. Greenway trying to work it free, puts on the brakes. Mueller now picks up the chase. De Keyser, and that cross-ice pass got deflected away.
Well, no one is sitting right now.
Here comes Andrew Kopp. Gugula will deflect this out to center ice. Kaiser breaks it up. Germany up by a score of 1-0. Plachta plays it around the boards and then gets it back. De Keyser keeps an eye on him. Kruger jumps in from the line, trying to get away from Greenway. Comes back near the right point, but jumping on the loose puck is Comfort. He'll send it into the German zone and now goes in after it. Gets there ahead of Ollichhauser. Drops it back. Eichel fakes one way, back for Trouba, floats the shot wide. Hannafin is on the loose puck. Back to Trouba, and he unloads, and he missed the net. Plachta, as Team USA starts a change, so some room for Plachta. and he'll just bounce this into the Team USA zone, and Germany will start a change as well.
A couple of U.S. shots from the point, the good ones they've had. Grice hasn't seen them, but they've been wide.
Here comes Gaudreau, tried to split the defense, went to the backhand, put it out front, no one there. Hannafin throws it back to the front of the net, steered away. Gaudreau, Eichel for Anders Lee, never did get to him. As Masick intercepts and it's cleared out to the line, but no further. Now Germany will control. Lead pass, and that's picked off by Trouba. Cleared back in. And Grice will play it ahead for Cahoon. Cahoon for Masick. He'll let the shot go, save made, as Jimmy Howard shuts it down on the chance by Brooks Masick.
And it all starts with a breakout pass by Thomas Grice. Good little pass and a chip play as Trouba jumps up. Little chip play, 2-on-1, and a good shot, but a nice save as Masick lets it go and Howard makes the save. But good play by Grice. Quick up, little chip play, catch the pinching defender, and nice save by Howard.
Well, outside the paint was Howard to cut down that angle. Brickley lost control of it. Tiffels lost control of it and sent out at center ice. And now a penalty coming up. And Team USA will get its first power play of the hockey game.
Speed of the U.S. as Mueller's going to take the penalty. As Keller trying to get by, a little stick check. I'm not sure if he lost his balance as he went by, but he went down and Mueller may not like it. He's going to the box, so Marco Sturman is Germany player shorthanded first time in the U.S. looking for some sort of spark. Their first power play of this game and tournament.
Mueller to the penalty box, his 6th World Championship. Jack Eichel back out. He'll play the left point on this power play. Marco Sturm, by the way, 938 NHL games played. 8 years San Jose, 5 years Boston. And then a few other teams to close out his career. Noah Hannafin will drop this back for Johnny Gaudreau. Gaudreau's rink wide pass almost picked off by Masick. Eichel. Back for Gaudreau. Gaudreau for Noah Hannafin. Hannafin. Brock Nelson back for Hannafin. Eichel doesn't shoot it. Eichel. Hannafin, he'll unload, and that got blocked in front of the net. Scramble for a loose puck. Back for Hannafin. Eichel. Eichel being watched by Yannick Seidenberg. The shot changed directions. Gaudreau trying to stuff it. It's in the paint. And Grice is down and manages to hang on to it. And now we've got some action.
Well, there's bodies all around Grice. It took a long time for the whistle. Justin Kruger is battling in front, and Johnny Gaudreau again. Thomas Grice able to make the save. Good little shot tip here. Up high, big save by Grice, and then Gaudreau in tight, trying to jam it between the legs. And Grice, Kruger, everybody in front, keeping that puck out. Here's the play. It's going to go between the legs, off the skate of Seidenberg, out front. They do everything they can. Grice not happy with a couple of extra jabs there at the end. And boy, Johnny Gaudreau, 4 shots in this game. He could easily have the hat trick already. He's been grade A scoring opportunities.
1:05 left in the power play. Justin Kruger probably saved the goal as he blocked it at the goal line. Jacob Trouba mishandled it. Justin Kruger, Penticton to Cornell.
Son of Ralph Kruger.
A draft pick of the Carolina Hurricanes. Played in Charlotte for a while. Thomas Grice mishandles it and then gets a little bit of help. Schmaltz for Trouba. Power play continues with 35 seconds. And the shot off that backside by Christian Dvorak.
Well, Thomas Grice just continues to make saves. And Good shot by Dvorak, just coming off the side as they switch up units here for the U.S. There's a look at Christian Dvorak. It was his first year with the Arizona Coyotes. 15 goals, 33 points for the 21-year-old.
Thomas Greiss at 31 has been a netminder for his country for a long time. There's another shot. That whistles high and wide. Best performance may have come all the way back in 2006 at the D1 qualifying event when his goals against was 1.97. Gaudreau with time running out on the U.S. power play. Gaudreau sends it rink wide. Eichel unloads and he missed the net. Back to full strength for Germany. And that wrist shot from the far side sailed high and wide. Gaudreau is on it again. As Lee headed to the front of the net, Dylan Larkin on his way to the bench. So Team USA had to be very careful there. The German fans obviously felt there was too many men on the ice. 4 shots on that power play for Team USA. At the line, sent down low by Elise. Chopped off the boards and Comfer going after it. Greiss will play it away from him. Taken by Dennis Seidenberg. Re-signed by the New York Islanders as Seidenberg turned over Andrew Kopp and he went high glove and he missed the net. What a chance for Andrew Kopp.
I wonder they're starting to squeeze the sticks a little bit here for the U.S. Those shots that have gone wide.
Kopp sends this down low. Danny DeKeyser joins the attack. Kopp in the corner. Plays it back to the blue line, kept in by Comfer. Seidenberg after it. Seidenberg getting pressured there by Greenway. And it's up for Tobias Rieder. Rieder with the long wrist shot off a stick wide. Masick goes after it with Connor Murphy. Murphy stuffs it up the wall. Royale and play goes on. Sent all the way back down the ice, and this is going to be an icing call against Germany.
Andrew Kopp, the latest to have a good chance. Quick 2-on-1, looking to go glove side. Thought he had some room, but that goes wide of the corner. Part of it is Thomas Greiss, just the right angle, right positioning. Let's look at Andrew Kopp, second year with the Winnipeg Jets, a former Michigan player.
Moved up and down the lineup, played center, played left wing. Ended up with 9 goals on the year. This gets cleared off the dasher board and leaves the playing surface. So the goal by Tobias Rieder in the first still stands. Still 1-0 on the goal by Tobias Rieder. If you look at the official logo of this World Championship, it pays tribute to netminder Robert Mueller, who passed away March 2009, a 2-time German League champion, lost his battle to cancer, diagnosed in 2006. Intensive treatments, came back and played in February of 2007 in an all-star game. Was back with the national team for 2008, but a popular player here in Germany. Battle in the corner. Knocked loose in Bukestad. Backhand to forehand, plays it back at the line for Connor Murphy, the blast wide. Dylan Larkin back for Connor Murphy. Had trouble with it, cleared out at center. Good recovery there by Brock Nelson. Taken at center, carried right back in. Nelson, and this goes off a stick. And Thomas Grice will hang on to it.
And he has been fantastic in this game, and it was early. Opening chip, Johnny Gaudreau, the breakaway, goes post to post with the legs to make the save. Schmaltz one off the post, gets some help in front, and he has been doing a great job keeping that puck out. Germany in general, they've really collapsed in front. They've helped out their netminder, and he's made the saves when he's been able to see the puck.
Germany winning last year 3-2 over the United States in a game where the U.S. outshot Germany 33-14. And we talk about Thomas Grice. He was absolutely terrific in that game. This is not an easy start for Germany in this tournament. United States tonight, they're right back at it tomorrow against Sweden. Monday they take on Russia, and then it slows up a little bit for them as far as the opposition is concerned. Slovakia, Denmark, Italy, and Latvia, but maybe better off to start with the good teams. They lost 3 of 4 to start last year. They lost to France, then they lost to Finland, then they lost to Canada. So then they went on the bit of the run, won 4 of 5.
Well, they're hoping to get off with a good start here, and they have the 1-0 lead here late in the second period.
Frank Cordler turned it over in behind his own net. Hanifin, Truba's shot, blocker saved by Grice. A lot of the action has been to our left in this period in the German end of the ice. USA trying to build some momentum off that power play they had. Yannick Seidenberg, Trouba gets there first. Seidenberg ties him up. Puck jammed into the corner. Bowser's after it. Plays it back from the blue line. Kruger, and that shot is off a leg. All the way back into the German end of the ice. Bowser, as it's cleared around the wall, waiting for it. Trouba trying to play some give and go. Good work by Gaudreau. He tried to find Trouba, who was in on the rush, and the pass just got away from him, and then unable to control it on the far side was Anders Lee. Eichel trying to clear it back in, and Kink is on it, and he'll bounce this one in on Jimmy Howard.
I think Johnny Gaudreau at some point here in this game is going to make something happen.
Well, Coach Flashel wanted to play fast through the neutral zone. We have guys that can make plays, be smart with the puck. They have created some chances. Keller throws this to the front of the net. That goes off the leg and finds its way in the corner. McAvoy to the front of the net. McAvoy's on it again. Leaves it for Dvorak. Cross ice deflected. Back to the blue line. McAvoy, and it got away from him.
Watch the may have got his stick there on that cross crease play just in time.
Trevor Van Riemsdyk up for Nick Bukestad. For Keller. Keller trying to create some space. Play whistle down for a crease violation.
Oh, that's part of it. Dvorak in front and just standing in the crease. That brings the whistle and brings the face-off outside. Part of the rules here. Look at Thomas Grice. Well-deserved drink of water. Well, they have not calmed down yet. Don't expect that to happen in this game.
Maybe about 2 weeks from now when the tournament comes to an end. Triple header, by the way, here tomorrow. Latvia, Denmark, Slovakia, Italy, Sweden, Germany. Puck leaves the playing surface. 2.5 left to go here in the second period.
Well, Jeff Blashill, his team, certainly they have had their opportunities. They put themselves into prime scoring positions. Some of the shots have missed, and other times it's been Grice able to make the save.
Talk about Jordan Greenway, World Junior gold, U17 gold, U18 gold with Team USA. Andrew Kopp. There's a couple of guys on this USA team that if they wanted to have a football game, they've got a couple of quarterbacks, and Andrew Kopp is one of them. Anders Lee is another. McAvoy plays this for Kopp. Kopp poke checked at the line by Reimer. Reimer with an assist on the game's only goal. The German crowd felt there should have been a penalty on that play. And now it's going to be called for a glove pass or a hand pass.
Well, good play, good stick by Reimer in the neutral zone to knock that away from Comp. Here's the play they're talking about as it gets swatted out by Comfer and then picked up by Andrew Comp. The whistle comes. Look at JT Comfer. 21 games with Colorado and 41 with San Antonio in the American Hockey League. Get a breakdown of the players on the U.S. from Michigan 5, Minnesota 3, New York 3, Illinois, Mass, New Jersey, Wisconsin, Iowa, Utah, Ohio, and Missouri.
And Comfer falls into the Illinois category out of Northbrook. Slap shot from the left side off the stick as Patrick Hager lets that fly.
Look at Patrick Hager. Well, Marco Sturm has to be happy with what his team's been able to do to this point in the hockey game. And Sturm, of course, represented Germany, 3 World Championships, 3 Olympics. Now he will be coaching them as they head to the Olympics in 2018.
6'6" Nick Bukestad will come in for the face-off. Marco Sturm, the second German-born NHL star to coach the national team. Uwe Krupp coached it from 06 to 2011, and was he a big man. 6'6", 235. Stanley Cup game-winning goal for Uwe Krupp back in 1996 in a 3 overtime period, 1-0 victory. And Jimmy Howard's going to hang on to that long shot from Gugula.
Well, and Germany, yes, they're focused on this tournament, and if these fans are cheering for anyone in the playoffs, and I apologize to you Oilers fans, they'll be cheering for the Anaheim Ducks, but that's only one reason. The best player Germany has for the Oilers, Leon Draisaitl, and if he's eliminated from playoffs, you would expect to see him back here since Germany is the host team. He would join the team and they would gladly have him. Dynamic young player.
And from here.
Yes.
So it would be special. But he has bigger things on his mind right now. And there's a shot that got deflected. But yesterday as we watched the teams practice, some of the German people were asking us what we thought, whether Edmonton would prolong that series or get out quickly because they wanted to know about Draisaitl. Final minute of play here in the second period. Anders Lee, Eichel will deflect this in, and Greiss will leave it there for Kruger. Justin Kruger, who probably saved a goal earlier this period as he knocked it off the goal line. Trouba for Noah Hannafin. And Noah Hannafin, the 20-year-old, done 2 seasons in the NHL, turned over at a chance in front for Lee. And that's off the stick. Penalty coming up to Germany. As down and slow to get up is Johnny Gaudreau. And he's going to try and make his way to the bench and takes another bump. Trouba gets it back down low. Hannafin. Eichel the blast, and that's off the leg in front of the net and cleared away before anyone could get a stick on it. And Brock Nelson back at it in front of the net, and it will be a power play for Team USA.
Gaudreau, a little toe drag shot and a late hit from Platched on
Germany
Gaudreau.
number 22 minor penalty for interference.
And he had released the puck. There's a good 3-4 second count. The elbow wasn't up, but shoulder, but Johnny Gaudreau, much smaller. Platched able to lay it at 6'2", 220 pounds. He will sit for 2 with just 2 seconds left in the second period, but Gaudreau is all right back on the ice, which is a good sign.
He was slow to get up, but then he got bumped by Seidenberg on the way to the bench. But you're right, is back out here for the United States as they get their second power play opportunity of the hockey game, but they'll get to do it with fresh ice after 40 minutes done here in Cologne.
Well, it's going to be an important power play for the U.S. to start the third period, try and build some momentum, tie this game up, and the flip side of it, a big penalty kill for Germany.
Thomas Greiss, as expected, has been the story. Jimmy Howard's been solid. 1-0 Germany.
here's the score after the second period. Team USA 0, Team Germany 1. Der Spielstand nach dem zweiten Drittel. Team USA 0, Team Deutschland 1. Shots on goal in the second period. Team USA 12, Team Germany 6. Ein Blick auf die Schussstatistik im zweiten Drittel. Team USA 12 Schüsse, Team Deutschland 6 Schüsse.
Cologne, Germany, and Paris, France, the host cities and the host countries for the 2017 World Hockey Championship. We are in Cologne, which is the 4th largest city in Germany, and right now Team USA down by a goal against Germany, and will start the period on a power play with Plachta in the box.
Oh, Plachta with a late hit on Gaudreau, and Gaudreau is okay, so he'll be on the power play. But a good period from Team USA. They had outshot Germany 12-6 in the second period. They have 23 shots on net. The line of Eichel, Gaudreau, and Lee have put 13 of those 23 towards Thomas Greiss, who has been fantastic for Germany. But the US looking to gain a little bit of momentum here to start this third down a goal with the man advantage.
Nick Bjugstad 5 for 5 in the faceoff department as he came out in that second period and got put against Patrick Hagar, who was the best faceoff man in the opening period. So Bjugstad had some success in the draw. Noah Hannafin will start the power play for Team USA. Jack Eichel, he'll wind his way in. Dylan Larkin in the slot, and that got away from Gaudreau. We have seen Team USA mishandle the puck a couple of times in this game. Down at the goal line, Gaudreau trying to jam it through, and that got picked off, and this will get cleared down the ice as Yannick Seidenberg breaks it up.
Good defensive stick by Seidenberg, and USA try not to force those plays as Gaudreau did between a pair of sticks.
Dennis Bayak, Shane Knighty here in Cologne for the 2017 World Championship. Eichel shot blocked, and this will get cleared down the ice. We talk about Marco Sturm and Dennis Seidenberg as former teammates of Shane Knighty. That, of course, with the Boston Bruins, the Stanley Cup champion Boston Bruins. Back at the line, Trouba dishes that off. Back near side, Gaudreau, Greiss sprawls out. May not have been pretty, but it was effective. Schmaltz, Trouba, Eichel. Wing watch there by Kink, back for Gaudreau. Gaudreau to the goal line, and a cross-ice feed by Brock Nelson. And all the way in from the blue line was Trouba, but he couldn't get a stick on it. 20 seconds on the power play. Shot to the short side by Eichel, and Thomas Greiss, another save. Gaudreau. Head up, controlling the puck. In for Schmaltz, and Greiss, another save. Eichel. Trouba, and it got away from him around the goalie box. He's blocked it.
Well, Germany, a much-needed change, absolutely exhausted. Yannick Seidenberg and Royal, they finally get a change, almost a full 2 minutes to start the period. Penalty killing for those two German players.
Germany maintaining the 1-goal lead. That has the sold-out building here in a happy mood. Another save by Greiss. And it caroms all the way back into the Team USA zone. Off day for Team USA tomorrow. Van Riemsdyk, the shot blockered away by Greiss. Tobias Rieder lost his footing and went down. Rieder with the only goal of this game. Van Riemsdyk is in from the line. Comes back to him. Puck is bouncing around. And grabbed off by Mueller. Tries to skate away from Dvorak. Takes a bump for his efforts. Plachta was stopped at the Team USA line. And USA regroups. McAvoy drops for Van Riemsdyk. Through the middle. Nice redirect there by Keller for Andrew Kopp. Kopp goes in. He got spilled in the corner. And Gugula will make sure this gets back to the neutral zone. Murphy. Kopp. Greiss will play it. Kruger sends it around. Schutz trying to clear the zone. Hager's on the loose puck. Stopped by Jordan Greenway. It comes out at center. Cordler gets to the line. Fends off the checking of JT Compher. After it is Elise. Drops it back. And Tiflis couldn't handle it cleanly. Reimer's blast is blocked in an odd man rush for Team USA, but the pass by Greenway went off a stick. And now the lead pass will end up in an icing call against Germany.
Earlier, here's the chance by Gaudreau at the end of the power play. Thomas Price again. That long stretch with the right pad, and Gaudreau's night, 7 shots on goal. This was early in the game, breakaway. As Grice able to make a huge stop, little spin play, had room between the pads and went wide. A couple deflections, a high tip on the power play.
Obi Baker winner, 2014. Elise cross ice feed, and on the back track that got taken away by Schmaltz. Noah Hannafin on for Jacob Trouba. Trouba for Schmaltz, carries in, puts on the brakes, plays it into the corner. As this line goes back on the attack, Dylan Larkin to the front of the net, wild scramble, and Reimer on it for Germany. And he'll send this off the boards. Tiffels is after it with Hannafin. And the puck comes off the backboards, and Brock Nelson takes a shoulder there from Yannick Hansen. And Brock Nelson a little slow to get up. Yannick Hansen was on the receiving end of one of the biggest checks, body contact in this tournament years ago from Shea Weber.
Weber caught Yannick Seidenberg hard, and he said he still does not remember the hit. Probably doesn't want to.
There he dropped the shoulder into Brock Nelson. Van Riemsdyk. USA back to the attack. Eichel quick shot to the short side, stopped by Grice. Banked off the boards by Dennis Seidenberg. Cahoon through the middle of the ice, quick shot steered away by Howard. Cahoon after it. Masick goes in. Masick goes shoulder to shoulder with McAvoy. Centered in front of the net. Howard down. Kept in at the line by Royale. As Anders Lee has to get a new stick and decides just to head to the bench on the change. Eichel all the way back in behind his own net, helping out for Gaudreau, and Gaudreau sends it on for Clayton Keller. Keller to Gaudreau. Gaudreau the shot, and that goes off Hordler and heads to the corner. USA controls Grice. Another save. This one off Dvorak. Plachta gets to the red line, sends it deep, goes in after it, and Plachta gets drilled into the backboards. Cleared out at center and fired back in by Conrad Appelshauser. Murphy plays it to some open ice. 13.5 left in the third, and it remains a 1-goal lead for Germany. Murphy for Keller. Keller looking, Keller in, sharp angle chance there, and a big save off Bukestad. And that's the playmaking of Clayton Keller.
There's quick hands by him behind the net, a good little feed to the front, and another big save from Thomas Grice.
1-0, Germany. We're in the third.
Congratulations and a big cheer to Mrs. Sabrina Blum and Mr. Alexander Schmitz for being Skoda Fan of the Game.
Look at Yannick Seidenberg, who had the big hit on Brock Nelson. Yannick Seidenberg, only 5'8", 181 pounds, but he is a physical buzzsaw out there for Germany. And right now they're getting that gritty type of effort. Team USA has had them under siege here with a lot of opportunities. Thomas Grice has been like a wall and net, and then defensively, Germany just collapses all around, and it's a bit of a battle there to get the puck to the corner, block shots, all those hard areas of the game, and try and preserve this 1-0 lead.
9th World Championship for Yannick Seidenberg. We look at Bowser, who will come out and take this face off. Yannick Seidenberg, by the way, 03-04 with the Medicine Hat Tigers, the Western Hockey League Championship. Hannafin for McAvoy. And Charlie McAvoy, the 19-year-old. Brock Nelson, one of the veterans on this squad. Nelson at center. Larkin follows up on the play. Larkin puts on the brakes against Dennis Seidenberg. Gets it for Nick Schmaltz. Back for Larkin, back for Schmaltz. Up top, Hannafin, and Grace another save. Twisting and going to the forehand was Larkin, but he couldn't drive it through. Larkin, a couple of head fakes there by Nick Schmaltz. Trying to lose the checking of Fauser. Back up top, shot by Nelson, and that never got through. McAvoy rebound, and it's cleared. Bryce the first save, and McAvoy couldn't quite reach that loose puck. Shots this period, 12-1, favoring Team USA.
Well, Germany's starting to get worn out. Just the speed, the constant pressure from the US is starting to wear down Germany. And Thomas Greiss continues to make saves. You can see Germany, they're just staying so compact. They've had good exchanges. They're not going to chase guys in the zone. It's a zone defense. And there's another save off McAvoy as Dennis Seidenberg kicks that one to the corner. And Larkin had a chance. Right now, Germany with a little bit of a change. Yannick Seidenberg coming back on the ice as he tried to slip in a change.
One day enough to recover because Germany plays Sweden tomorrow night.
Right now, I don't know. Doing everything they can to hang on to this lead. It's been in their zone the whole period.
And for now, they're not worrying about tomorrow night. They're worried about tonight. Connor Murphy back into his own zone. Johnny Gaudreau curls, waits for the pass on the left side, finally does get to him. But a cross-ice feed is picked off by Cahoon. Cahoon for Masick. Brooks Masick with the wrister, and that went over top the net. Brooks Masick, former Notre Dame Hound, born in Winnipeg. Cleared off the boards out to center, and there to break it up is Big Royale. Hordler for Tobias Reeder. Blind pass up the boards. Slapped back in by Jacob Trouba, but blocked by Reeder. And now Reeder and Trouba, a pair of eights in a bit of a race. Reeder to the short side and stopped by Jimmy Howard. Hager controls off the sideboards, and then he got tied up and lost control of it. Keller puts on the brakes, slipped it through to Gaudreau, but Gaudreau couldn't get anywhere. Hager back in, sends it deep, and Felix Schutz goes after it, but Noah Hannafin will start right back for the United States. Feeds it through, shot to the short side, and that went off the side of the net. There's a chance for Keller again. Kruger, Schutz, and he'll deflect it out at center. Right back in for Dvorak, tied up by Schutz, and cleared back out at center. Keller will try it again. Keller across ice, McAvoy into the near side. What a chance for Dvorak, and he misfired on it. He had plenty of room.
Wow, just a great opportunity. Caught it off the heel, didn't get all of that puck.
It has been a terrific month and a bit for Charlie McAvoy. From college to Providence to the Boston Bruins, and now here to the World Championship. 1-0 Germany. Nick Bukestad, he'll shovel this ahead. Brock Nelson the shot, and that's off the shoulder of Greiss, and Greiss will hang on to it.
All right, now Christian Dvorak, can't believe he misfired on this puck. Great feed from McAvoy. You can see just off the heel, he doesn't time that little sweeping one-timer. Just enough, and a great chance for Dvorak to tie this game. He's not the only one. There's a lot of players on that bench right now shaking their head. They have had chance after chance. have cranked it up here in the third period of play.
18,000 plus in this building. It is sold out. Borak with that great chance. USHL with Chicago Steel on to London in the OHL where he won a Memorial Cup. Dylan Larkin sends this down low, sharp angle chance, and that's all the way around to the right point. Murphy looking to get it back, but the shot through a bunch of traffic, and that went wide as Dylan Larkin let it go. Connor Murphy twisting and turning, trying to get away from Mueller. Plays this in behind the net. Larkin out front, back to the line, shot, score! They finally get it through. Connor Murphy, one of the returnees from last year's squad, ties this game up.
They just continue to pressure and pressure Germany, and it's the captain. Comes through for USA as Connor Murphy finally ties this, and you can feel a little relief from that bench. It's just a shot from the point, traffic in front, and it finds its way past Thomas Grice. You can see a missed screen as Hager out to block it. Grice doesn't pick it up in time, and it is 1-1. We'll see how Germany reacts to that now. Connor Murphy gets his first of the tournament. His first time as the captain. 26-year-old.
So a 1-1 tie. 14th shot of the period for Team USA. And you're right, how will Germany react? Will there be some frustration that all of a sudden they have a tie hockey game?
Oh, it's a big goal for Connor Murphy. Had two this year, past season with Arizona. It's a big one here as Marco Sturm and his team have been on their heels for the majority of this last period of play. It's the tough thing is to try and gain that momentum back, and they were happy with that 1-0 lead, but just that sense of them trying to hang on to wear that clock out.
A missed block attempt, and then it may have gone off a shin pad and changed directions just enough. Another shot right on, rebound, and Grice is down, score! No, the referee waves it off. They may have to have a look at this.
Well, it's a turnover and a great feed, good throw to Eichel, so quick as Lee crashes the net. Got swiped away as it made its way through Thomas Grice. Quick play as Lee gets it, and I don't think that crosses the line. Is it Patrick Hortler gets back just in time to clear this away? There's the
on
puck.
The goal line, and
there's Hortler. And I don't know, that is close. This will be the best angle to get a look as Lee crashes the net. And I don't think that fully crosses the line.
I agree.
So what a play by Hortler. It was leading Germany in ice time, and that a big play by the defenseman for Germany.
Jeff Blashill looking on. Coach of the Detroit Red Wings in charge of this young U.S. squad here at this World Championship. So Kruger pulled one off the goal line earlier in this game, and Hortler pulls this one off the goal line as play is called on a hand pass.
Well, another look at the play. You can see how close that puck is. Hortler could not have timed that much better to get his stick back and clear that puck from crossing the line.
Boy, USA has had its share of chances. There's Anders Lee, who started slowly with the New York Islanders. 1 goal in his first 18 games and then cranked it up 33 in his next 63. As the Islanders made a great charge for a playoff spot. Didn't quite make it. Eichel down for Gaudreau, and former coach of the Islanders, Jack Capuano, an assistant coach here with Jeff Blashill. McAvoy dumps it off. Van Riemsdyk, the shot saved by Grice. He was late picking that one up, but he made the save. Another shot through traffic. Van Riemsdyk jumps on the loose puck. Johnny Gaudreau Under 8 to go. McAvoy the blast wide. Albertshauser, and he'll send this all the way down the ice, and it is hanging on right now for Germany.
Well, Germany's just tired right now. They've spent so much time in their own zone, and now they're icing the puck. You can't get a change in, and that guy might be tired as well. Thomas Greiss, very busy in this game. Germany trying to find any way, even to push this to extra time to get any points they can. And
IIHF 3 points for a clean win, or a regulation win if you want to call it. 2 points for an overtime win. And then you'll get a point for extra time. Lead pass cleared away. Seidenberg is after it. Dennis Seidenberg tied up in the corner. Hit there by Dylan Larkin. That brought a reaction from the German crowd, and Hager's on it. Hager into the Team USA zone with the wrister, and now Jimmy Howard, who has not been very busy, and now Hager and De Keyser are at it as the officials try and intervene.
Connor Murphy with his first of the tournament. The captain for Team USA has tied this game up at 1, and it has been all USA in this third period. For Germany, they have had trouble just getting the puck down to the US end. And you look back to that first period, Germany had 15 shots on net. They were able to get the goal from Tobias Rieder, but since then, the game has been tilted the other way and in favor of the United States.
U.S. started 3-2 last year in their first 5 round-robin games, then lost to Germany. Cleared through center. Back forward, Dennis Seidenberg. U.S. went 3-4 in the round-robin, and then did win the quarterfinal game over the Czech Republic 2-1. Before dropping a 4-3 contest to the eventual gold medal winner Canada, and a power play coming up for Germany. Mueller sends it cross ice. Greiss to the bench for the extra attacker. Andrew Kopp blocked the cross ice pass and jams it back into the German zone, and a power play coming for the United States.
I think the Kaiser's going to go to the penalty box here for tripping, as Germany will get the power play. As Rieder just coming down the wall, and De Keyser trying to get a stick on that puck, but catches the skates of Rieder and sends him down. So a big penalty kill for Jeff Blashill and his hockey club. Jimmy Howard, who has had a quiet period, may be called upon.
Team USA number 65, Denny De Keyser, 2 minutes penalty for tripping. Time 53:26.
6.5 left to go. Second power play of the game for Germany. Schutz gets it down low. Dennis Seidenberg near side. Gugula lets the quick wrister go, and grabbed and held by Jimmy Howard.
Gugula just getting that puck to the head. A bit of a rolling puck. Germany just couldn't get it to settle down. And eventually Gugula getting it. They're trying to get anything they can towards the net.
Gugula in his 9th World Championship is their all-time World Championship leading scorer with 6 goals and 32 points. 12 seasons here in Cologne. Seidenberg sends this rink wide. Seidenberg Sets it up, dishes it off. Hager plays it to the front of the net. That came through some traffic. Seidenberg lets it go, score! A high tip. Puck to Hager, all down in front of Jimmy Howard.
Two good plays from the point. Just get it through. They try the high tip. A big save by Howard the first time, and the second time just bodies in front. It doesn't always have to be a big windup. Seidenberg just gets it through, makes sure he gets the shot to the net, recognizes the traffic. There's the high tip from Hager. Plaque to park right in front of Howard, who doesn't see this puck. And Germany regains the lead as a nice tip by Hager in the high slot finds its way past Jimmy Howard. And
Is that even a double deflection?
I'm not sure. There's one. Just the one, and then almost a bounce off the stick of Jimmy Howard up into the top corner.
Fourth shot of the period for Germany, and Patrick Hager, who led Germany last year at the World Championship with 8 points, gives them the lead with under 6 to go with a power play goal. And that has brought some life back into the building, not that it ever went out.
Well, you mentioned just the fourth shot. They had 2 shots on that power play, so up to that point, only 2 shots this period. It's been all USA, and we'll see if they can get a little bit of that momentum back.
McAvoy will play this in. Seidenberg with an assist. Bryce way out. And he'll make the save like a diving shortstop.
Well, I'm not sure if Marco Stearns could be crazy about his goalie. He goes out behind the net, gets caught as Gaudreau centers this, and McAvoy got the shot, did not get much on it, and then Grice able to scramble back to the front and get a glove save. Make it exciting.
Well, they're on their feet, 18,000 plus here at Laxness Arena. This is off the stick and out of play.
Lots of time left. Look at what the United States has been able to do, the chances they've had. This one's so close to going in. As Hortler cleared it away, and then shortly after that, Seidenberg the shot. Hager with the tip in the high slot. Good screen by Plaque to the front. And it's 2-1 Germany.
Thomas Grice has faced 41 shots in this game. He has stopped 40.
He has been the best player for Germany.
And Eichel, right before that one that was pulled off the goal line, Eichel had a point-blank chance. Van Riemsdyk as Team USA, they've activated their decor all night, but they will really activate now with 5 minutes left and them being down by 1. Anders Lee ran into a bunch of traffic. Mueller clears it. Eichel jumps on the loose puck. Mueller stays with him. Eichel does a good job to hold it in, and they say nope, he did not hold it in. Offside called against Team USA.
Oh, like an Anders Lee, he's always in front, 6'3", 227 pounds. Hard man to move around that crease area as we look inside the building. They might be standing for the remaining 4:49 left in this game.
I would expect they will. Tobias Reeder had the goal in the opening period. It has been a great year for USA Hockey so far coming into this championship. U18 gold. USA beat Finland 4-2 in the final there after beating Sweden in the semifinal. 217 World Junior Championship, the U18 Women's World Championship. And of course the Women's Championship as well. Cahoon, Masick, and Masick on to Reeder. Reeder will chip it in, and Connor Murphy, the goal-getter for Team USA, will go back. Nelson and Larkin, by the way, the assists on the goal by Murphy. Through the middle, and Clayton Keller doesn't get it deep. Then Hordler will carry back in. Frank Hordler drops for Felix Schutz. Back for Hordler. Hits the back of the net with a centering attempt, but stays on it. Comes off the sideboards. Big save, Jimmy Howard. Dennis Royale plays it back down low. Plachta around the boards. It got blocked. Plachta stays on it. Now Jacob Trouba will corral it. Trouba, the 23-year-old who has done 4 seasons with the Winnipeg Jets, plays it up the boards. It got blocked, and then Jacob Trouba goes in and gives Hager a rough ride on the boards. Schmaltz into the slot it goes, poked away. Schmaltz on it again, tried to play it down low. Hannafin was starting to jump down low, now he backtracks. And the loose puck is taken by Elis, clears it ahead. Tiffles with some room, using that speed of his to take it to the net.
Had some room on the short side as Howard made the right shoulder stop.
Dylan Larkin back in, and we'll keep an eye on Jimmy Howard. McAvoy back in his own end. NHL coaches the last 2 years have been not at all concerned about pulling the netminder early. This building is jumping. Brock Nelson jammed loose, and Van Riemsdyk on for Eichel. Eichel, as Jimmy Howard takes a look over at the bench at his Red Wings coach, Jeff Blashill.
Well, it's hard to hear the whistles right now, but we got another one. What a chance for Tipples. Good speed. Here, little room up high, and that goes off the post past Howard. He was trying to go high, went under the arm. And you see Jimmy Howard looks behind him, but he gets some help from the iron. So is an icing call for the U.S. here as faceoff comes back deep in their zone. Got to clear a broken stick off the ice.
There is not a fan seated in this building. Eichel trying to pull away, and he does. On the backhand, he'll knife it in. Bryce steers it away. King tried to play it up the boards. Johnny Gaudreau blocked it. Eichel, Gaudreau will send it back to the line. Boy, Gaudreau has had some chances in this game. And there goes Jimmy Howard for the extra attacker with 2 minutes left in regulation. Eichel being watched by Mueller. Back up top, Nelson the blast, and that went wide. Off the backboards it comes. Eichel trying to hunt it down, and he does for Gaudreau. Near side, Trouba from Hannafin. Trouba for Eichel. Eichel for Gaudreau. 6 attackers for Team USA. Hannafin, Gaudreau, Hannafin, and that gets blocked as Yannick Seidenberg dropped in front of it. Eichel, Gaudreau, Hannafin, changed directions, never got to the net. What a chance for Brock Nelson. And he lifted it high and wide as 2 New York Islanders come together.
Not sure if he just missed there. His New York teammate Dennis Seidenberg got a stick in time. Was shot by Hannafin, gets blocked in front. It's going to come to Seidenberg, and comes to Nelson, but Dennis Seidenberg gets his stick down just in time, and the captain of Germany able to deflect that chance up and out of play.
So it was a full New York Islander reunion, and now Jeff Blashill will call a timeout.
A timeout here for the United States. They have had chances, the blocks by Germany. Pressure right in front of the net for Thomas Greiss. Look at Jimmy Howard. The US has certainly had more than enough opportunities in this game. Some of it just chances wide, a little bit of bad luck, and some good goaltending from that guy, Thomas Greiss, who's been a big factor in this hockey game. And another New York Islander player. Let's look at Jack Eichel as they try to get the right play set here to tie this game at 2.
19 shots in the period, 42 in the game for Team USA. Well, Marco Sturm was concerned about how his team would handle the atmosphere in this building They've hung on here in the third period especially, but they have found a way to have a 1-goal lead with 1:20 left. 6 attackers and a shot blocked by Yannick Seidenberg, and that deflects up and down a play.
Yannick Seidenberg's had a strong game here for Germany. And we don't keep track of blocked shots, but he has had a bunch of them, some key ones at key times. He's been physical, some big hits, and there's his big brother, Dennis Seidenberg, who had the good defensive play off Brock Nelson.
Every face-off becomes crucial now. Face-off win by Team USA, Dylan Larkin. Trouba, cross ice, slap shot, McAvoy. All sorts of bodies in front, and Dennis Seidenberg will lift this out to center, and we're into the final 60 seconds. Jacob Trouba will hammer it back in. Seidenberg tried to get a stick on it, Eichel has it. Hager keeps an eye on Eichel, spins him around. Anders Lee chases it to the near corner. In from the line is McAvoy. Gaudreau, McAvoy, back for Johnny Gaudreau. To the blue line for Jacob Trouba. He'll feed it for Eichel. Anders Lee is in front. Dylan Larkin in the high slot. Shot tipped by Larkin, and that never got to Thomas Greiss. This gets cleared, and it will make its way out to center. Eichel, with time running out, got stopped at the blue line by Plachta. Cross ice now for Hordler, who's had a real strong game. He'll get it out at center. Reimer's after it. And Germany and the fans start to react as Germany wins the opener, defeating Team USA 2-1.
The celebration and the reaction says it all as USA have trouble against Thomas Greiss and the defensive team of Germany. That an upset to start the tournament. They did it last year, winning 3-2 against USA. And they open up with a 2-1 victory on the power play goal by Patrick Hager. And for the US, a young team, they certainly had their chances. You only see them grow as the tournament goes on.
Last year, the shots were 33-14 USA. Germany, because of Thomas Greiss, won 3-2. Shots in this game, 43-27. USA had 20 in the third period. And Germany, in front of a packed, excited crowd, wins it by a score of 2-1.
Shots on goal in the third period. Team USA 20, Team Germany 6 shots in the entire game. Team USA 43, Team Germany 27. Die Schüsse im dritten Drittel. USA 20, Deutschland 6. Die Schussstatistik für das gesamte Spiel. USA 43, Deutschland 27. Ladies and gentlemen, the best players of each team will be awarded with the official watch by Tissot, the official timekeeper of the 2017 IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship. Meine Damen und Herren, liebe Eishockey-Fans, die besten Spieler beider Mannschaften werden ausgezeichnet mit der offiziellen Uhr von Tissot, dem offiziellen Zeitnehmer der IIHF Eishockey-Weltmeisterschaft 2017. The prizes will be presented by, die Preise werden übergeben von the Lord Mayor of Cologne, der Oberbürgermeisterin der Stadt Köln, Henriette Reker. The best player of Team USA, der beste Spieler des Teams USA, Number 5, Nummer 5, Connor Murphy. The best player of Team Germany, der beste Spieler des Teams Deutschlands. Number 1, Nummer 1, Thomas Greis. Rise for the national anthem of the Federal Republic of Germany. Meine Damen und Herren, bitte erheben Sie sich für die Nationalhymne der Bundesrepublik Deutschland. IIHF Ice Hockey World Championship will continue tomorrow in the Sexton Arena at 12:15 p.m. with the game Latvia against Denmark. At 4:15 p.m. Slovakia against Italy, and at 8:15 p.m. Germany against Sweden. Meine Damen und Herren, die IIHF Ice Hockey Weltmeisterschaft 2017 geht morgen in der Sexton Arena weiter um 12:15 Uhr mit dem Spiel Lettland gegen Dänemark. Um 16:15 Uhr dann die Slowakei gegen Italien und um 20:15 Uhr Deutschland gegen Schweden. Thank you for coming. Have a good trip home. And bye-bye. Meine Damen und Herren, danke fürs Kommen. Kommen Sie gut nach Hause und einen schönen Abend noch.
Joined now by Patrick, the game-winning goal scorer. You were a part of the team that beat them last year, this year as well. So what's the key to shutting down Team USA?
I mean, I think we had, again, strong goaltending. Greiser did a hell of a job. The USA fired a lot of pucks, but we managed to get the rebounds, and Greiser came up big in the net for us. And at the right moment, the power play sniped, so we were happy to get the first win.
How much does it help to have a fan base like this behind you, cheering you on throughout the whole game?
It's always better playing at home, especially here in Cologne, like 18,500 people cheering for you. Like, you feel it when the crowd gets going, like it gives you the boost. And today we needed them at times. They helped us out, and at the end we could give them a win here.
Now walk me through your goal. What happened?
Oh, we had a good tip before on the other side already, and he made a save on it, or the D blocked it. And we're trying to shoot the puck on the power play. And we knew the US is a little loose on the bumper if the puck's up top. So I found that open ice, and Sides made a great shot, and I could tip it. And then the puck had eyes and went through in, and it was just a great feeling then.
Well, congratulations. Go celebrate with your team.
Thank you very much.